Back
Giggity. You snorting cookie.
All right. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
The moon. McQueen.
My legs.
I like to drop fast. Real fast.
Hey, how's it going, traders? Welcome back to another video on our channel where we are going to be answering the top most searched questions when it comes to momentum day trading. We got PC Johnny Boy, our host, and he's going to be answering questions, mainly me, but asking the questions to me. And
Wait, spa massage?
okay, oh,
So the first question is, how do you identify a momentum trading opportunity?
so us traders use what we call scanners or screeners. Basically, you implement certain amount of preset criteria that you like to see within a stock. That scanner then searches the entire market and spits out a list that meets your criteria that given day or that given second. Usually it's between 5 and 10 stocks, and then from there you just pick the stocks from that list that you think are going to set up given your strategy or anything like that and present a good opportunity to you.
I would say we trade stuff on our scanners 90% of the time are based off of our scanner. There is a small 10% that we don't trade that didn't pop up on our scanner, but I would say majority, that's where we find what we trade.
Yeah.
And most of the time, because it's not on our scanner, it's usually because the market data that was given like missed it.
I feel like most of our shorts sometimes aren't on scanner because that's mostly built for the long side. There are some times when it runs up and it's overextended and we'll short it, but there are some shorts that we really don't.
Well, you have to remember, like our scanner, given certain criteria, is on that day. Sometimes the stock will hold its momentum overnight, and there will be a good trade opportunity the next day, but it'll be only up 5 or 10% and won't meet our criteria at that given point. So you just have to remember those stocks and keep them on your watch list.
Sure.
Yeah.
They're usually pretty popular throughout the week.
Right. Yeah. Usually it's a very commonly known ticker that you're watching anyway.
That it was probably on the long side scanner earlier on in the week.
Yeah.
And then you short it later on. But I will say 95% of our trades were found on our scanner.
What scanner do we use, boys?
Profit Chase's scanner.
Link in bio.
Give him the mic, dude.
Link in bio.
No. That's why us traders built a software that we use ourselves and are allowing others to try it for free.
Exactly. We built our own scanner because all the other ones sucked. I am. Should I
No,
know?
why?
Oh. We built a scanner because all the other ones sucked and Wang, and everyone can use it completely for free.
Right? Absolutely.
It's a beautiful thing.
It's a beautiful thing.
But people are dumb. They still don't do it.
Not our members.
Not our members.
There we go. All right. What's the second question? You got more for us?
Oh yeah.
I got some more.
It's free for a limited time. We're not a charity here.
So my next question is, how important is volume when it comes to momentum day trading? Let's say like on a scale of 1 to 10.
Excellent question. 10.
10.
Face, tan, body. No. What is that from?
I don't know.
Oh,
but
no,
it's so
it's
funny.
the
Face.
where the guy's calling for the pizza.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
he
it was
and his
like,
fake made up girlfriend.
Yeah, face, tan.
Tan,
Oh my god.
body, tan.
No, but on a real note, 10 out of 10. Especially,
Absolutely.
It gets readily more important the bigger size you use. If you're trading with a few $100s, volume matters less than if you're using 100 to
I think that's why a lot of people won't look at volume because they're starting off with a low amount of money and it doesn't affect them. But once you're trading with Rashaj, we trade with.
We're trading with
You'll understand volume is very important on a serious note.
Yeah. No, whoa, guy. Holy.
Buddy, chill.
No, absolutely. Volume is very readily important.
Beautiful.
This is an awesome podcast.
An awesome podcast. The one and only.
Yeah.
So
the first and the last.
Yeah.
Shout out to whoever commented that.
So my next question is, how does Momo trading differ than other strategies or other types of trading?
It's the one and only. I mean, it's the best. No, just on a serious note, I've tried options, futures, and momentum trading.
I've tried Forex too. I want. I have.
All right, why'd you cut me off?
I'm just saying there was a.
All right, Jason, you're cool.
I was back in college.
Yeah,
was back in college.
when you snorting cocaine. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
You had some.
So I've tried a lot. I've tried, futures, options, momentum trading, and I would say momentum trade is the best for beginners with low capital. And people might think options, no PDT, or you can get around it with a cash account. Futures, no PDT, but it's actually way harder to scale your account in either of those because of the leverage you're using, and you can lose it all in simply one trade, not knowing what you're doing, because they don't realize the leverage behind each trade you're entering with, if that makes sense.
Sure.
I think momentum trading is the easiest because it's easiest to identify order flow.
Mhm.
The reason why options trading can be so hard and why other trading can be so hard is because of order flow. Options, you're dealing with the S&P 500 that's trading billions every minute, and there's algorithms doing 85% of it that are designed to take your money. There's little to no algorithms in small cap. Therefore, it's all humans mainly trading, and a
It's
few
easier
orders.
to play on their emotions.
Yeah, it's easier to play. It's easier to understand their emotions, and it's easier to identify where big and heavy support is given by orders and things.
Because
like
an
that.
algo has zero emotions, obviously, so it's very hard to play against because they run the numbers and they understand
Very
the
hard.
numbers.
I find it's less. It's I find small caps more consistent.
Yeah, most of our strategies are based on others' emotions. So
Yeah.
it's really good.
No way, Jason. Yeah, dude.
Okay, so my next question is, can momentum trading be used in other sectors? Let's say like forex, options.
Would that be the strategies that we use in momentum? Can it be used in other?
Yes.
I would say yes, with small tweaks. I think a lot of our rules have a reason. Obviously, the volume one you can't do because there's larger industries with larger volume. But I will say, like, a lot of our entries and exits are based off of price action, stuff like that. I think you can use in others to a certain extent. I think there are going to have to be some tweaks that are made to your rules, but I think you could take them and use them in other places.
Oh no.
Hmm.
Whoa.
We're cutting all that.
Yeah. I'm gonna say no because like when I buy a stock or sell a stock, my eyes are glued to my order flow, my level 2.
Mhm.
You just can't see that on forex. So I think like Elliott wave theory might work, but everything else goes out the window.
What about futures or options? So you said no in forex, but what about futures?
I'm gonna say no. I don't think it's just transferable because I tried it and I lost a lot of money. Yeah.
Because when I first started with futures, I used the same strategy that Pete uses. That's why it makes so much sense to me. His exact same strategy of support and resistance.
Yeah,
I was
maybe.
using
Yeah,
futures all the time.
that's basic price action stuff. But like
Yeah.
breaking the pre-market high, I've tried on SPY countless times. And I've lost like every time.
Yeah, but I think there are a certain amount of roles and stuff that do work, or certain strategies. I mean, because like the pre-market high break is a strategy of its own.
Yeah.
That wouldn't work. But there are strategies I think that we use that we could be successful with in other markets. But no, your opinion is no, mine's yes. It's on a split.
Shout out Pete.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Shut up, Pete, boy. If you don't know Pete, what are you doing?
Where you at?
Go ahead.
Catchy vibing.
So my next question is going to be, how can news affect momentum day trading?
Do you want me to go first?
I can go first. I think it's a very big part. I think if something is pushing up on no news, I'm a little skeptical of what's pushing it up. What is the real reason?
Which we saw that all this week.
It taught me a very big lesson. And I think if something hits my gap up scanner that we just talked about, I think the first thing we look at is what's pushing it up. What news is pushing up? Is it a valid news? Which there are valid and invalid news sources.
Yeah.
Or not news sources, but news. What would it be called?
Catalysts.
Catalysts. Yeah. And I think that's the main point. So I think news is a big part of it, but not normal news. Like, it's not worldwide news to where it's like, oh my gosh, there was a hurricane in X. Like, it's not affecting it. So it's a different kind of news that large cap traders probably aren't used to. I'd say is more of a catalyst.
Can you shoot some good catalysts out, just like FDA news or something like that?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Best catalysts I like to trade are FDA news, preclinical trials, bankruptcy plays can also be huge.
Cool. Politically driven
Catalysts are the best ones.
Crazy.
Yeah,
They go
crazy. But you can play sympathy plays.
What would you say bad ones are?
Bad ones are price target. I hate trading price target news.
Yep.
because there's always a threshold and it almost never gets to that price target.
Yeah.
So price target news, buy rating, things like that, I don't like trading.
Yeah, that's a good answer. Our host is loading.
Host
Um,
buffering.
Yeah.
Top of it, nice and steady.
So what are your guys' favorite indicators when it comes to Momo trading?
Indicators, we both kind of went over this. We used a lot of the same ones. So on the 1 minute and 5 minute chart, I use the 9 EMA and the VWAP. And then I really don't look at the daily chart too much. I look at the 4 hour, but not the daily. You use a different indicator on the daily if you kind of want to talk about that.
A lot of momentum traders will probably tell you the 200 MA, which works, valid. But the biggest thing is just volume. The trade will not work or will work based off of the volume. So the best indicator that you can use in trading is volume and order flow, your level 2. But as far as like sheer indicators you add on a chart, it is a volume weighted average price or VWAP or the 90 EMA, which is
what are you using at 200 EMA on the daily for? Is that more long term plays or would that be day trading? Because
No.
I remember we use that for mostly long term. If there's like a PC historical short, the 200 EMA is going to be.
It just shows that it is so overextended over the past few days that short traders are going to start kicking in and it's bound for a pullback.
Yeah.
Usually it's multi-day runners.
Yeah.
That hit it and you know that it's nearing its top.
Absolutely.
So I think this question is going to be really good for the newbies out there.
Oh, okay.
And that is, are candlestick patterns useful when it comes to Momo trading?
You can answer this one.
Yes and no. So the reason why I say yes and no is because I actually use basic candlestick patterns to know when to short. Because so many newbie traders love saying, "Oh my gosh, a bullish flag," whatever, wedge.
Yeah.
Let's buy. And whenever that happens and the stock fakes out, that's when I love to press the short button because basic trading concepts, like everyone likes to sell their basic trading books. I see that all over TikTok. Just buy this basic trading book. That will never make you profitable, ever, ever, ever. So I actually look for newbies who look for that, and then I genuinely, most of the time, if it fakes out, I do the opposite.
I think pairing it with the dual setup also works. So if it's, let's just say you're bull flag and you're looking for it, and it's also at a level that you're looking to purchase, it's kind of like a double confirmation. So I think understanding charts is a big thing of also understanding human emotion, kind of what you were saying. But you have to be knowledgeable in those strategies and patterns in order to play off of them. Because if you don't, if you didn't know that beginner traders are using this X pattern and you're looking for a long and all of a sudden it breaks out and then sells off, like you said. So I still think you need to understand them. Moral of the story.
I'm not saying that you never should buy when it breaks out like that, but usually speaking, when the stock is very overextended and it has a pattern like that, that's when it gets clapped. And I could just show example after example after example.
But there is other examples that it actually does play out.
Usually, on the 1 minute is usually micro pullbacks and stuff.
Yeah. Quad C. Beautiful multi-day setup.
Beautiful.
Wow, what a day I'm having. Holy crap. 3 trades, 3 green trades on LUCY.
When do you enter in a momentum stock play?
Whenever the stock goes up.
See green candle you buy, see red candle you sell.
No, I'd say it's a tough question to answer because it's based off of what strategy you're trading off of. There's multiple entries for multiple different strategies.
I have a good take.
Let's hear it.
So I always like to wait for a pullback to establish where should my risk and where should my reward be. I hate trading I call wave 1, which is the stock is breaking news and it's just skyrocketing, which is sometimes can be, you can have huge gains, but it's hard to find consistency. So instead of trading wave 1, I like to wait for a 5-minute pullback and then wait for that stock to start curling up towards high of day levels. If that happens, I now can purchase, set my risk below that pullback, and set my reward above high of day. With a 2-to-1 ratio, I find much higher win percentage than the people who panic buy into wave 1 and then just get destroyed when that stock has a harsh pullback.
because it's bound for a pullback. No stock continues straight up forever.
No.
It has to have pullbacks to be healthy.
Yeah.
It's
Yep.
elastic.
Yep. Oh yeah.
Awesome.
Oh, it's not on Noah.
Wow.
No, we're good. We're good.
So, what are the most common beginner mistakes when it comes to trading?
I would say the most that I see is people rushing it and trying to take it way too fast. Like most of the gurus tell them, hey, it can take 1 to 6 months. When if you really take it down to, it takes 4 years to get a college degree. Why are you going to try to learn this in any less than a year? I would say give yourself 2 to 3 years to fully understand trading and to learn the strategies so that you're confident, and don't just jump into it thinking you're going to be a millionaire overnight like a lot of people tell you. And I would say that's the number one thing is unrealistic goals, I guess, for beginners is one of the biggest things that I see.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. One thing is how important discipline is in trading, but in your everyday life. I always get a kick off of like traders who, are crazy partiers and are flexing this wild lifestyle, going to clubs and stuff at night, getting drunk, and then waking up, excuse my language, shit face, and then making $100,000. I find that those people have to be faking it because trading is the most disciplined thing in the planet. How can you be so undisciplined and lackadaisical in your life, yet be so disciplined in your trading? I think it's not saying it doesn't happen, but I'm very weary of people that don't have discipline in their everyday life. Number one. Number two, I like what Noah said. Basically, this is one of the highest income skills on the planet. Why would you give yourself 3 weeks or a few months to learn it?
Yeah.
But the biggest thing is when it comes to traders is identifying your chain reactions and poor decision making. What triggers you to making a poor decision and then making more poor decisions? For me, say I'm up 5-10,000 in the morning and then I give back half of it. I know that after that, every decision I make beyond that point is going to be terrible.
Yeah.
So I should probably just practice turning off my computer and walking away.
Which is hard for a lot of beginners.
Extremely
I've seen
hard.
so many beginners, and I
Extremely
know
hard.
you have too, that they'll make so much, give it all back, and continue to try to trade to get back to where they were. Instead, they just lose more. I know there's a lot of traders where like just turn your computer off.
Well, yeah,
Please, please.
I've been there, and I almost was there this morning, but I said, you know what? I know in this very decision, if I lose on this trade, I know that it's time for me to walk away. I'm not reading the market correctly.
But that's the difference between a 5 to 8 year trader opposed to a 1 year trader.
Yeah.
I struggle with that at 1 year in. It's not like, oh, I'm a year in. I'm a freaking boss trader.
Yeah.
Like, no, you're still gonna have those thoughts, and we're all human. We all make mistakes. Like, I'm battling different mistakes in trading 3 years in than I did 6 months in. You're gonna always have something you need to, kind of overcome and accomplish in trading. That's kind of my take on it.
Another big thing is traders like turning a few $100 into several thousand consistently. And I think in the art of trading, people want to take a small amount and turn it into a big amount. Great. But what they don't realize is with bigger size becomes different lessons you need to take on. So what I would recommend is find where you're consistent at and your nest egg of money you're using. For me, I'm very confident between 10 and $30,000 to $50,000
What
in a
you're
trade.
comfortable with, where your emotions don't get involved.
My quadruple C trade, even though it was a picture perfect setup, I can't say I wasn't sweating buckets because I was using $250,000. I was sized in. I was uncomfortable. Maybe in a few years I'll work up to being comfortable there. But if you're going from a few $100s, you can't simply be comfortable trading with a few $100, then a few thousand, then 100,000. It just doesn't work usually.
You can't be trading with size that's going to affect your emotion.
Yeah, I mean, treat it like a business. If you can't handle, 100 clients in a social media marketing agency that's doing millions of dollars, find what you're comfortable with doing, and then slowly scale up. It's a huge one. What's up? Dude, this is crazy.
Dude, I had to show you what you helped me afford.
Holy crap.
All right, and last question. What are the best resources for learning day trading?
You can go first on this one. I'll follow it up.
I mean, I'm not going to say that YouTube isn't. YouTube is a great resource, but I think it's how you use it. People like to get a little bit of free information from this guy and this guy and this guy, and they don't realize they all have different trading styles.
Right.
And they're trying to combine them, and trading styles do not mesh. They don't intertwine. So the best thing is I'm an avid course buyer. I will always be buying courses or mentoring to the day I die. Now it's more one-on-one mentorship because it is one trader, all their knowledge packed into one place. And I think it's a great resource. And people can be, oh, you're a course seller. It's okay, that's fine. More opportunity for me. I don't shy away from saying buying courses.
Well, that's another thing, actually, now that I think of it, back to kind of biggest mistake I see traders make is because I took a lot of calls for profit chasers. And the number one thing is people say, man, I did tons of research on YouTube, but I was watching 5 different people trying to implement all 5 strategies into just one strategy. It's not going to work. Follow, and I always recommend, whether you watch us at Profit Chasers, whether you watch another trader out there, stick with them and learn their way of trading. And just stick with it, because if you try to do 3 traders at the same time, they all have a different strategy that you just can't combine. You can't do it.
Yeah.
But then my take on the best resource possible, in my opinion, not like I built it or anything,
No.
we built it,
No.
but we did create a software for beginners to start day trading.
Come on.
And all the tools, you got a scanner, you got the fastest charting in the world, you got a community that has your back, you have live trading sessions with you, me, you, Pete, multiple traders and profitable traders, Frankie, and then we have a trading journal coming soon, so where you can track your data. What better place to start? You tell me. And I'm not being biased, bro, because it's our software. This software is actually really good, and we built it so that we use it as traders.
Oh yeah,
built it for us.
Yeah,
for us.
If we don't get another member for the rest of our lives, I'll be fine because I will use it for today to die. I'm building it for myself, and if other people want it for free, then click the link in
along with the academy that we run. That's another thing.
So if you guys didn't know, all of our education is actually free. If you guys didn't know, all of our education, or most of it, is completely free right in our own application. We give you guys the tools to start trading, to learn how to find opportunities, and then maximize them using our most profitable strategies. And then from there, if you guys like our style of trading, you guys like our community, we do also offer extra courses for you guys to learn shorting, for you guys to learn more price action from some of our traders who have verified made almost $1 million, have been consistently profitable for over 12 years. We do offer that all in one place, along with all the tools Noah mentioned. Where can they find it, Johnny?
ProfitChasers.app.
In the bio, bro. It's in all of our bios.
Link in the bio.
And
no course or no credit card needed for how many days?
14.
14
As
days.
of right now.
As
That
of
will
right
probably
now.
change. There's
right
no
now.
free charity, like you said earlier.
Yeah.
And beyond all the cheesy stuff, guys, this is a software that we really built for ourselves that you can really take advantage of to learn day trading. This is how I learned day trading, from this man right here, to get to where I'm at as a trader. Thank you. And you guys could be the next success story. So click the link in the bio, join. I would love to talk with you guys and kind of walk you through your journey as a day trader.
And if you make verified over $100,000 trading with Profit Chasers, we are going to fly you out, and you're going to be sitting your butt on this blue couch with your clothes on, and we are going to be interviewing you. So if you guys...
Clothes are optional.
Optional, I guess. So if you guys would like to be featured on the PC Pod, if you guys have made over $100,000 trading stocks alongside of us, please feel free to reach out or just be the next success story. Oh, we're chilling.
We're still going.
That's the other one.
Yep.
Already.
John's frozen.
Wrap it up to say.
John can't because he's up there. So everyone come in.
Alrighty, we'll see you guys in the very next trading video. If you guys enjoyed this, please drop a follow and a like button. If there's any questions we did not answer, leave them in the comments. We'll run a part 2 if this works out, and we'll do another one. Alright, excited to reading some of your questions. Yo!
That was perfect. That was perfect. I had to.